All right, what I want to talk about is data merge. And a lot of people think of data merge for variable data printing, like doing postcards with different names and addresses on every one, so that I can say, hey, Margaret, I noticed your house at whatever address needs new windows, and we can fix that for you for whatever, okay? But what a lot of people don't know that this can do is help you build documents very quickly, okay? It's limited, but it's really, really neat. So what I'm going to do is start with just a boring document, 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to do like a directory of photographs with names underneath them, okay? Well, I don't know exactly what the spacing's going to be. You know, how many of you have ever used step and repeat before? Yeah, and it takes longer to figure out the math than it's worth. You know, like you do step and repeat times 4 and you're off by a picus, then you go, okay, let me do that again, you know. All right, so I'm going to go to Layout, Create Guides, and I want 4 pictures up and down and 4 pictures across based on the margins. And I want this done with a 1 pica gutter between there. Okay, so I've kind of framed in the size of my page. And now I'm going to draw a box where I want the photo to go, like that.
Frame, that's right. It's not a box. It's a frame.
I'm going to draw a box, and I'm going to put the Japanese dots on the outside. See, the difference between them and me is I don't care, okay? I still call them palettes because I don't care. All right? And if the Adobe gods strike me dead, they'll do it right here on stage, okay? So now I'm going to select this box, and let me frame and center that. And let's choose something besides Arial. Let's choose, Atlas maybe? No, these are garbage. I need more fonts. Okay. Here, we'll do, that'll look good. Okay, so I formatted this box to be the font that I wanted. I formatted this to kind of look the way I wanted. Now it's time for me to build my document. This is just a template. It's not really a template. Here in Southern Florida, they call this a templatito, which literally translates to little template, okay? And now I'm going to go to Window, Automation, Data Merge, okay? Now, let me digress for a second and show you what I've done in the background. I've actually created, in advance, an Excel spreadsheet, okay? And on this Excel spreadsheet, I've got the names of all the people that I want to use in my document, okay? And it will open up here eventually, okay? Come on. Let's try that again. Great. Let's open this in Word and look at it then. So what you want is you want to have a column for whatever data you want to have in your document. So I'm going to have a column called maybe last name, a column called first name. And at the top of one of the columns, because one of the columns is going to contain all the photos that you're going to use in it. Okay, so it's going to say Roger Wilkinson, IMG_1234.jpg. Okay, so I'm going to have the name of that photo. Okay, and why Excel doesn't want to see it, I don't know, but we'll give it Word 1 second. So here's the first name, and there's all the first names. Here's the last name, here's the last names. And see where it's the @ photo, and then the name of the person's photo that goes with it. Okay, so horizontally, you want to have all the data the same. All right, now, this is tricky. I'm going to put this text file in the same folder as all the photos. If I have it in a different folder, then that has to contain the path, and you don't want to do that. You know, like desktop/folder. Don't do that. Put the text file in the same folder, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, in this folder, there's the XLS file, and there's the text file that I made from it. I want to be clear. InDesign cannot use an Excel spreadsheet for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to use Excel to create the data, save it as a text file, or just build it in Word. So I'm actually going to use this TXT or the CSV file. Okay, back to InDesign now. So in InDesign, if I go to my Data Merge panel, notice I called it a panel, not a palette. I go to the flyout menu and I say Select Data Source. So let's go back to that. There we go. Something's weird today. There we go. There's those 2 text files. I don't need both. I'm just showing you that you can choose one, either comma delimited or tab delimited. When I choose this, notice it looks at the name of the 3 columns that I built, and it gives me a heading for that. So what do we want? Do we want first name, or last name, comma, first name?
Last name, comma, first name.
Okay, last name, comma, first name. Is that easy enough? Can we handle that? Just dragging those into the boxes where we want them. And I'm going to drag the photo into the photo box. So what I've told InDesign is, go look at this text file, and when you see the first name, last name, photo, put them in these positions in this box for me. Okay, now I'm ready to get to work. Flyout menu, create merge document. I don't want a single record per page. I want it to compile all these pictures for me, 16 up on the page. So I'm going to say do multiple records. Then I'm going to say I want the margins, that's fine, around the page. And I want one pica between the rows and the columns. And let's choose under options, fill frames proportionally and center in the frame. Now, if I want to, I can preview before I launch this thing. If it's a single page, I don't know if you need to do that, but you can. If it's multiple pages, oh, looky here. It didn't like this last row here. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to tell it on the right to make that margin, I meant to go the other way, make that margin a little bit narrower to accommodate that last picture. For some reason, it's just hanging over enough. A nano pica, and it doesn't know what to do with it. So 1 second here. There we go. So now this is only one page, but if I hit OK, depending on how many names I have is how many pages it's going to create. I could right now be creating a 10,000-page book if I had that many names, but I don't. No, this is just kids. I don't know who these people are. These are students. Okay, in 1 second, you'll see that I've automatically created. Hold on. Okay, and it also tells me there was no overset text in case one of their names was really long. Okay, so now I can go to pages, and you can see there's page 1, there's page 2, there's page 3, and I got 2 names left over on page 4.